Coming up, new developments in the case of a former city administrator accused of domestic assault and resisting arrest. Alarming numbers when it comes to the number of overdose deaths in North Dakota. And a change is coming to the field at the Fargo Dome. Hello and welcome to the Nightly Review. I'm Tom Tucker. We begin with a look at tonight's headlines, then a closer look, with comments tonight from the head of the North Dakota Highway Patrol about the alarming number of overdose deaths in the state, blamed on drugs coming into the country from south of the border. And in tonight's one-on-one, a conversation with an NDSU art professor. He'll talk about the flourishing art scene at the university and a big art show happening now in Fargo. But first tonight, the former assistant city administrator in West Fargo accused of domestic assault and resisting arrest is taking his case to trial next month. Tim Solberg was arrested January 15th after police say a woman was injured at his home. The city of West Fargo says Solberg's conduct violated city policy. He was fired from his position on January 27th. Solberg's trial is set to begin on May 3rd. Clay County deputies say they found a deceased person floating in a slough in rural Holly. The slough is in the 1800 block of 225th Street North. Investigators say they found vehicle tracks entering the ditch. Valley Water Rescue was able to confirm a vehicle entered the water and came to rest in the slough. The name of the person who died has not yet been released. Gate City Bank is announcing a new branding rights deal for the turf at the Fargo Dome. The new turf from the $2.5 million 10-year deal will soon be installed. The turf will continue to be known as the Gate City Bank Field at the Fargo Dome. Venue officials say they've had a strong relationship with the bank and are happy to continue it. Longtime North Dakota lawmaker Chet Pollard says he supports State Senator Ray Holmberg's decision to step down as chairman of the State Legislative Management Committee. Pollard says Holmberg did the right thing for the state. Holmberg is under fire after reports emerged last week that he exchanged more than 70 text messages with a man who, at the time, was jailed on child pornography charges. The city of West Fargo is proposing a half-cent sales tax increase to help fund police and fire services for the rapidly growing city.
I'm not looking for that. We're going to be able to collect this half-cent sales tax, approximately $3 million, to do what nilly-willy. That's why we're going to the public, and we're asking for their help.
West Fargo Mayor Bernie Dardis joined WDAY's The Jay Thomas Show, saying the city needs more first responders to maintain response times. Dardis says the estimated $3 million in tax revenues, if the tax hike is approved by voters, will likely be used for new equipment and additional firefighter salaries. Meanwhile, West Fargo's fire department is looking to hire 24 additional firefighters as it prepares for next year's opening of the new department headquarters. Potential candidates must pass a physical agility test and civil service test, but no prior training is required. The department is offering the spring firefighter test on Tuesday, May 17th. Allegiant Air says it's reducing some flights out of Minot and Bismarck. The airline blames what they're calling an unprecedented labor shortage. Officials say affected passengers will be provided with reaccommodation to other flights or refunds. A federal oil lease sale for North Dakota is set for June. A series of court rulings had led to an unpredictable schedule for when or if sales would be held in the state. Sales have not taken place in the state for a year. The Biden administration announced last week that it would resume the sales across the country. Ranchers across North Dakota are assessing the damage and losses caused by last week's blizzard. The North Dakota Stockmen's Association says it has heard from ranchers who say losses are still being counted. Some ranchers say calves are getting sick. As the snow melts, NDSA expects to receive more loss reports. More than 2 million birds in Minnesota have been affected by avian flu since March. The State Board of Animal Health says the virus was confirmed Tuesday in 6 additional commercial turkey operations. New confirmations were announced in counties including Candy-Yohai, Meeker, Ottertail, and Swift, plus 2 more locations in Morrison County. In a closer look tonight, the North Dakota Highway Patrol is stepping up their efforts aimed at cracking down on illicit drugs laced with fentanyl, which is a synthetic opioid. Colonel Brandon Solberg says fentanyl is being imported into the country through the southern border. He shares a remarkable statistic regarding the number of deaths in the state blamed on those drugs.
Any drug offenses that we do come across, I think it's pretty well known that the Mexican cartels, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it is creating problems all the way up here into North Dakota. Our opioid deaths or overdose deaths, they're now exceeding traffic fatalities. If you look at 2021, there was 118 overdoses, 101 traffic fatalities.
Colonel Solberg is the superintendent of North Dakota's Highway Patrol and is serving as the state's representative for the governor's border strike force. That's the coalition of states, all led by Republican governors, providing resources aimed at stepping up law enforcement along the southern border.
When you think of fentanyl, up to 50 times as potent as morphine, this is what I've told people. If I went to the hospital and broke a bone and they gave me one shot of morphine, I'd be feeling no pain. If you gave me 50, I would be in trouble. I would need some serious medical intervention. So that's why this focus on fentanyl is such a big deal. It's just so potent, and it can come in a pill format where it looks like it's a safe drug to ingest.
Solberg says the Highway Patrol has formed a new 5-member criminal interdiction team dedicated specifically to cracking down on drug trafficking and human trafficking. If you enjoy the Nightly Review and think it's a great way to stay on top of news and happenings in the FM Metro and beyond, please be sure to hit the like button and the bell below so you don't miss tomorrow night's show. Well, time now to find out what's happening weather-wise. Meteorologist Justin Storm has a look at the forecast from the Skywatch Weather Center.
Thanks, Tom. We'll remain mostly cloudy through this evening, and the wind will start to pick up out of the southeast around 10 to 20. It'll gust as high as 30 throughout tonight with some scattered rain showers. And as temperatures drop to the mid and lower 30s, that may mix in with some wet snow just west of the FM Metro into the Northern Valley, where some minor slushy accumulations could occur. Now, for Friday, temperatures rebound close to 50. It is windy with scattered showers and thunder showers, and we could see a strong to borderline severe storm come through Friday night. A better chance for that would be just east of the FM Metro on Saturday afternoon. Otherwise, scattered showers and thunder showers across the area. Pretty good temperature gradient as well across the area for your Saturday. Highs in the upper 60s to lower 70s in the Southern Valley, but only closer to 40 up by the Devil's Lake Basin.
It could happen to you or someone you love. One moment, one diagnosis can change everything. Thankfully, there's a program that helps caring people uplift families through a crisis. Lend a Hand Up, raising financial help and hope through community benefits and online campaigns. A program that boosts generosity so gifts go further. Lend a Hand Up helps you help your neighbors. Learn more and give at lendahandup.org.
Welcome back to the Nightly Review. In tonight's one-on-one conversation, it's a break from politics. The focus tonight is art. NDSU's Professor of Visual Arts, Kim Bromley, joins me to talk about the flourishing art scene at the university and a big art show happening now at the West Acres Mall. It's called The Big Exhibition, sponsored by Fargo Moorhead Visual Artists. I first asked Bromley about what's happening now with art on campus.
We have a really growing department here. In the last 10, 15 years, when I first got here in 96, we had 20, 25 majors. Excuse me. Now we're approaching 100 majors. We have a beautiful facility. I think everybody that comes in here and sees us here at Renaissance Hall is impressed with our facilities, our equipment, our studios, and our students. Our students are fantastic. One of the things that's really helped us grow is the Jim Falk Endowment. Jim Falk was a friend of mine and a friend of the university, and he donated money to us. And we used to have several $1,000s in scholarships. Now I think we give anywhere from 25 to 30 scholarships out to people, significant scholarships. And the students deserve it. The kind of students we're getting, we've got some really quality students. We have an exhibition up right now at the Memorial Union Gallery of the capstone course for the baccalaureate students, their work. And it's fantastic. Every year we have really good exhibitions there.
Now, for those who want to check out the big exhibition running now at the West Acres Mall through the end of the month, what are some examples of the work they might see?
Oh, there's some oil paintings, some watercolors, some realistic work, some abstract work, variety of media, variety of subject matter. I think it really showcases what the FMVA area is all about.
Professor Bromley, I understand you have a piece now on display yourself in the show at the mall. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
In 2019, I went to France and studied Monet's paintings and visited his gardens. And there I took a lot of pictures, and then I let it sit for a couple of years. And now I've started painting those images that I saw there. And one of the paintings I did of Monet's gardens is in the show. And I've been, it's been about a year now I've been working on this series. So I've got probably 20 or 30 paintings I've done.
And I'd like to thank NDSU Professor of Visual Arts, Kim Bromley, for joining me for tonight's conversation. You can learn more about the big exhibition and Fargo Moorhead visual artists by checking out the group's website at fmva.org. Well, that will do it for this Thursday night, April 21st, 2022. I'm Tom Tucker. Thanks for watching the Nightly Review.